What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Talkin Football podcast. This is episode 19, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it's episode 19. This is my second video I'm recording today. So this is being recorded on Sunday, and it's going to come out on Monday. So if anything happens between now and then, my bad. So as you can tell, we're doing the AFC North, and there's nothing really else to talk about. Let's just hop right into the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, let's roll the intro. All right, let's get rocking with the AFC North. So AFC North, this is the best division in football, or second best, maybe with the AFC South, give or take a little bit. This is a very good division. All teams in this division had the potential to make the playoffs. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cincy, and Baltimore. And they all have different reasons on why they can make the playoffs. So Cleveland, they can make the playoffs because they're unbelievably good defense and their two-time coach of the year, Kevin Stefanski. Pittsburgh, they always find a way to sneak in with Mike Tomlin. Cincinnati, the return of Joe Burrow, and Baltimore is everything. I mean, the list is endless there. So, and this is what makes it really hard to do predictions because you have to kind of get a gauge for who you think is going to be good and who you don't think is going to be good. And when the worst team in your predictions is 8 and 9, that says a lot about what you think about this division. I have Pittsburgh finally going under 500 under Mike Tomlin, going 8 and 9. I feel like they're going to be very close, but they are going to end the year 8 and 9. Look, this isn't really, and then I like what they did this offseason. I think having Fields and Russell Wilson, I think those were two good moves. Because Russell Wilson, that's not really, it's not boom or bust. It's low risk, high reward. And Justin Fields is the exact same thing. So if Wilson plays bad, you throw in Fields. If Fields plays bad, can't even talk. Fields plays bad, then you throw in Russell Wilson, and you kind of go back and forth with that. I mean, I don't think it's a great idea to go back and forth. But if one player needs a rest, you can throw in the other one for a couple plays, and then you can do that, which I do like. I love their defense. I love TJ Watt, love Cam Hayward. That's not anything against them. Minka is great as always. They're a good team. I mean, they're solid. Offensive line's okay. I like Najee and Jalen Warren in the backfield. That's a really good 1-2 punch. I think George Pickens is going to have a pretty good year this year with the absence of Deontay Johnson. And I am a big, 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 big fan of Pat Freiermuth. I'm a big fan of Pat Freiermuth. I always have been. The energy he brings to Pittsburgh, he fits the Pittsburgh way perfectly. I'm a big fan of Freiermuth. And that's kind of why I have them going 8 and 9. They're going to be close to 9 and 8. They're going to be close to that 500 that they always reach every year, but it's just not that. It's just not that year. Okay. I do see them going 8 and 9, going under 500 for the first time in the Mike Tomlin era. Which will that, if this prediction is correct, will this put them into a kind of like a reflection mode? Do we need to hit the reset button? Because there are pieces there, and honestly, trading TJ Watt can get you multiple first round picks. Trading Cam Hayward can probably get you a middle round pick and good draft capital. Minka will get you at least a first round pick. Pickens will probably get you a second round pick if you need him to. They got Trace Claypool for a second round pick. They can get Pickens for more than that, and that's kind of where you step back and you have to think: if this team goes under 500, do they continue to try and build? Or do they take a step back and look and be like, maybe we should retool? Because they're kind of mediocre right now, and I don't see them getting over the hump anytime soon. And that's just my opinion. I don't think they really need to go. Genuinely, I don't think they need to have a big retooling, but it is in the future if they don't get that quarterback situation figured out and they don't add another receiver. Let's talk about Cleveland. I have them going 9 and 8 this year. So the thing with Cleveland is this. Ever since they traded for Deshaun Watson, Watson has played terribly. He has not been very good. And it's a shame because I like Deshaun Watson. Now it is off the field. Let me clarify that. But I do like Deshaun Watson. I do like what he brings to the table. Obviously, Nick Chubb is out for a majority of the year. If not, maybe for the entire year. But they still have Jerome Ford. Njoku's a good player. Amari Cooper might be playing. If they don't have Cooper, they still have Jerry Jeudy, who I think is a really solid player. And then they have a fantastic offensive line. Their offensive line's phenomenal. Defensively, Myles Garrett. I mean, of course, you have Denzel Ward, who has been dealing with some injuries lately, so I'm not totally sure if he's going to be playing or not. JOK just got, I believe JOK just got extended. I don't know why I think that, but if he did, he did. But this is a very good Cleveland team. Again, it's another case where that quarterback situation concerns me, and they have no way out of it because Deshaun Watson is a majority of it's fully guaranteed. So that's a little iffy. They did rework it, so they do have $60 million in cap space. So if they were to add some free agents that are left, they could do that. They have the room for it. So that wouldn't necessarily be surprising. So this is a team. This is a team that could make a couple moves that can maybe make them into a double-digit win team. Look, they did it last year with Joe Flacco. Why can't they do it this year with Deshaun Watson now? And that's kind of how I feel about Cleveland. I think they're really not. I think they're a solid team. They really are not. They're really not as bad as most people think. Or maybe people don't think they're bad. I don't know. The thing with Cleveland, I need if I can see a glimpse of Texans Watson there, this is a playoff team. But until that, they're a 9-8 borderline wild card. And that's just the way it is. And it's a shame because I think Cleveland's a very good team. But until they figure out Watson, or even if they have to play DTR or Winston, they have some work there. Let's talk about Cincinnati. The Bengals, I had them going 11-6. So the thing with Cincinnati is this. Burrow's coming back. And the thing, actually, before I go into this record prediction, this 11-6 is contingent on if Chase plays or not. If Chase does not play, they're 9-8. If he does play, they're 11-6. I do think he's going to be playing this year. I have a very hard time believing that Chase will not be playing this year. So I'm assuming he will play. And look, Burrow, Chase, Higgins. I mean, really, they have. I don't know how to say his name, but I think it's Andre Isoliva, something like that. He's the guy that Burrow said was going to have a breakout year and that he was going to be very, very good. I see that. That's the new Tyler Boyd there. They lost Joe Mixon, so that's a little but they have Zach Moss, who I do like. Defensively, you have Hendrickson, who's very good. I mean, I like Hendrickson. They did lose DJ Reader this offseason, but they still have BJ Hill. They have I'm blanking on who they have. They don't. Oh my gosh, why can I not think of any players right now off the top of my head? They have Cam Taylor-Britt. This is funny. I'm a very big Cam Taylor-Britt guy. I don't know if many of you guys know that. I think Cam Taylor-Britt is a very, very good player. I'm higher on him than most people are. I genuinely think that he can be a Pro Bowler. I genuinely think that. I really, really, genuinely like Cam Taylor-Britt. They have Sam Hubbard. I'm just looking at it now. Logan Wilson. They do have Jermaine Pratt. I thought that he left. They drafted DJ Turner. They still have Mike Hilton on that team. They have Jordan Battle, who I like. Dax Hill. Dax Hill is a corner who I do have on my breakout, on my defensive breakouts. I do like Dax Hill this year. So Cincy's a good team. They have a good defense. The thing is, Cincy, ever since just like they don't really have anyone that sticks out defensively, and that's perfect because when you have someone that sticks out defensively, that becomes a problem because then you just stay away from that guy. But they have a really good group, so no one sticks out. No one really sticks out. You have Hendrickson, you have Hubbard, and you like I said, you have Logan Wilson, who's really good. You have Jermaine Pratt still. Like, this is a good team. This is a good 11-6 team. Again, contingent on if Jamar Chase plays, because Chase does have that kind of role where he brings 2 more wins in the playoffs to the AFC North. Let's talk about my division winner, Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens were great last year. They were a Zay Flowers fumble away from potentially making the Super Bowl. They have a really good defense. Roquan Smith, Madubuike just got massively paid. They added Derrick Henry. I mean, Lamar and Derrick Henry, that's unbeatable. That is unbelievably broken. That is, you're playing Madden if you have that. Lamar and Derrick Henry, it's over. It is over. They still have Zay Flowers, like I said. They have a solid offensive line. I really like Jim Harbaugh. This is a good team. Mark Andrews is healthy. This is a very good team. No one should blink an eye at the Ravens this year. The Ravens, in my opinion, are the best team in the AFC. They're the most complete team. They're the most full team. I think they're the second best coach team behind the Chiefs, obviously. They have the best kicker in the league. They're easily the best team in the AFC. And I don't know if I'm ready to say the whole league, because I do think San Francisco is a slightly better team on paper, but Baltimore is definitely a top 3 team, a top 2 team even. They're very good. And that kind of goes without saying. It's very easy doing these record predictions for the very good teams, because there's not much I have to say. You have Lamar, you have Derrick Henry, you have Jim Harbaugh, you have Mark Andrews, you have Zay Flowers, and then defensively, you have Madubuike, you have Roquan Smith, you have Kyle Hamilton, and you just go on. There's nothing really to prove. If you have Justin Tucker, that's what I like, because it's so easy. I just have to say, oh, this player's here, this player's good, and that's that, and that's easy. That's how we're going to wrap up the record predictions. We're finally done. So tomorrow I will have a full record prediction slate out. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And that's pretty much it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. And yeah, this is Talking Football, and that's what I got to say about that.